He missed one message and it changed everything. The year was 2006. Steve Jobs was about to change the world by introducing the first iPhone. But before that, he had one last message to send. In 2005, he sent out an email to all of Apple's employees. The subject line simply read, "One more thing." And in it, Jobs explained how he wanted the company to change its logo from a silhouette to a fun, colorful design. His team immediately got to work. They brainstormed ideas, sketched designs, and finally presented their ideas to Steve. He looked them up and down and said, "That's not what I meant. I want something fun, not cartoony." So they went back to the drawing board. After a few more iterations, they finally got it right. Everyone at Apple was ecstatic. This new logo represented a fun, approachable Apple. It was modern. It was colorful. And most importantly, it was unlike anything else in the industry. It was perfect, or so they thought. But there was one problem. There was one person who never got the memo. Chris Jammett, Apple's vice president of product marketing. He was out of the office for 2 weeks, and he missed one very important email. When he finally checked his inbox, he saw the new logo staring back at him. Panic immediately set in. How could he have missed this? As the executive in charge of marketing, it was his job to know what was going on at all times. He knew that if Steve saw him using the old logo in a presentation, he would be fired on the spot. So he quickly alerted his team. They worked overtime to update every single marketing asset with the new logo. They changed the colors, the fonts, even They had to make sure that every single piece of marketing material was consistent and up to date. And when it was finally time for the big reveal, everyone at Apple was blown away. The new logo was everywhere. It was on the website, on the packaging, even on the employees' badges. It was like Apple had been using this new logo forever. No one could remember what the old one looked like. Chris had saved the day. He had taken something that was supposed to be fun and colorful and made it sleek and sophisticated. It was everything Steve wanted and more. And although no one at Apple will ever admit it, they secretly loved Chris's version of the logo even more than Steve's. From that day on, Chris was a hero at Apple. He was known as the man who fixed the logo. And although he never became CEO, he did get a nice promotion and a hefty bonus. Do you know what's funny? This story is actually based on a true event that happened in 1998. But the moral of the story is not what you think. It's not about taking risks or being bold or even being a good leader. The real lesson here is much simpler. It's about paying attention to detail. If Chris hadn't missed that one email, he may have ended up as CEO of Apple. But because he did, he became a footnote in Apple's history. The same can be said for all of us. The small things in life often have an outsized impact on our destiny. So, if you want to be successful, don't just pay attention to the big things. Pay attention to the small things, too, because it's the small things that often make the biggest difference. Thanks for watching. See you next time.